Well, I want to just do a quickie update on what transpired with my MRI procedure back on Friday. Today's the Sunday of the long weekend. It's May long weekend, Victoria Day long weekend here in Ontario, Canada. And Sunday night, tomorrow's a holiday, so the camera's probably picking up the noise in the background. Everybody's hooting, hollering, music's up, and a lot of people are here having a grand time at their boats. We're on our boat for the weekend and enjoying it, loving it. And I'm going to include some video that I took at the hospital back on Friday. I was trying to get the camera into the actual MRI where get at least a still picture, but hopefully I was hoping to get some video of them loading me into the baking oven, as I call it, and then up and then sliding me into the machine. I wanted to get a shot of this really constricting headgear that I have to be jammed into, like the things literally like pushing on my face like this. And so I just want to get a shot of that to just share it with you and let people know what it was all about. But alas, it was not to be, against hospital policy, so they say. So I'm going to see if I can get it in next time. I'm going to see if I can get some ahead of time, okie dokie, from the powers that be, see if I at least get a picture of it. That said, Friday was a pretty good day. Got really tired in the afternoon when we came up here, lied down for about an hour or so, and then, came back from that with no problem. Now last Thursday, which was my last video update that I did, where I was talking about experimenting, trying to get my midday meal in a little bit earlier. It seemed to be working okay, but by about 5-6 o'clock it was starting to come down, and it was just Thursday night dead tired. By about 6:30, absolutely dead tired. The lethargy, the total loss of energy, I can't describe it, just and dead tired. We fell asleep on the couch for a little bit, and even when I woke up, it was, it's just a struggle to basically sit up straight and just stare at TV, because that's all I can basically do, because again my brain gets into this brain fog, and it's difficult to, it's basically impossible to focus on any sort of cognitive type of task. I was wishing to do some online work, but that just doesn't happen. So that was Thursday. Again, Friday went for the MRI, felt pretty good. Friday afternoon crashed for a little bit, but yesterday, Saturday, and today, really good days. Did some work around the boat, scrubbed it on my hands and knees, enjoying the sun, getting that vitamin D happening. So really good couple of days. And not only do I attribute that to what seems to be some sort of a cycle as far as my, where the peaks and valleys of my symptoms, but just being at the boat, being on the boat, it's feeling like summertime now. The trees are almost all fully out in bloom with the leaves. Everything's green, bright, blue skies, on the water at the boat. Nothing could be better. As well, got some really good news, positive news. What my goals, what I'm hoping to do with my online presence on the interweb. I can get into that a little bit later on, and so it's looking really good, really positive. Which is back to what I think I mentioned at the very beginning of this, that as I told my wife, months ago, when things were probably at the lowest ebb, was that we're going to come through this, coming out the other end in a better place, ourselves with our lives together, and where we're going to be. And I can't say where this will all end up, but I guarantee it's going to be a better place than we could imagine or even could fathom where we're going to be. And we're already moving, get pushed down that road to a better life. My goal is to be able to live in this type of environment as close to year-round as possible, and just produce the income that we need from the boat, laptop, internet connection, and we're one big step closer to that dream. And so yeah, that's it. Eating healthy, trying to feel good. Yeah, I got one quick thing to add. I noticed, I was just doing a quick review of the clip that I just filmed, that you just saw, and I noticed that the camera was picking up the discoloration here on my arm. That is, it appears to be some sort of irritation as a result of when I got the MRI back on Friday. For the first time, they hooked me up to an IV, and the general practice has been the MRI lasts for about 20 minutes to do the scanning of my brain, my head area. And so this time what they did was they prepared an IV, and so I went through the 20-minute usual run to take all the pictures, and then they took me out of the machine and injected me with, for lack of a better term, a dye. Was called rare earth matter, which I looked up online. It's basically magnetized earth. Do a Wikipedia encyclopedia thing that it goes on and on and on, but doesn't really tell you exactly what it does or what it is. So anyways, so yeah, that was all taped on there, and you know, there's a little puncture hole, and when they took off the tape holding everything together, I've got these red marks. Like I said, it looks like an irritation. It doesn't bother me or anything. It might be just because it was in the sun a lot over the weekend and it left those marks. So whatever, just one little bit more tidbit of information, something new with the procedure. I hope to get the results back in reasonably short order, or at least have the neurologist get it. I still am waiting to go for my blood work. Once I go for the blood work, and then those tests are back, all that information is going to go to the neurologist, and of course then I'm sure he's going to get in touch with me and probably want to do a sit down and see what the next course of action is going to be. Probably what he indicated before is I'll go on medication, Rebif, and one other which I can't remember the name of, but can't remember. I'll put it down in the notes, so in the description. Yeah, that's it. So, okay, now we're going back to Friday to the hospital, and this is what happened then. I'll see you on the next update. Okay, Friday, May 17th, heading into the hospital for the MRI. I'm going to see if I can get this camera in there too and take some pictures or even video of the big machine for my brain scan. Nurse Betty says I can't do it, or thinks I can't do it.
I never said that at all.
So here we are at the South Lake Regional Healthcare Center. It was a lot easier when that was just called the hospital. I hope I don't get lost.
Donald Grant?
May I have your attention, please? The time is now 10 a.m. Please synchronize your clock. Thank you.
So no luck with pictures inside there. Well, other than what you saw, what I was able to capture in the waiting area. But wouldn't even let me take a still picture of the actual machine or the bed or nothing, which is really what I wanted. So I'm going to see if next time I can get clearance for that ahead of time. Because, I mean, what the hell? Like I said to them, I wasn't going to get anybody's face or body or anything in the picture, but no, hospital policy. Okay. Anyway, sunny day. We're leaving. Going to the boat. Bye.